Checking in with the kind souls I hope are in the chat currently. You guys give me a mic check 1 2. Can you guys give me a sound check as far as my levels are concerned? Please throw it down. That's what I'm talking about, Garrett. I really appreciate that. That 5x5 notation represents the fact that we are live and direct in stereophonic sound and soon to be Technicolor video. The video is very saturated. It will be a very Technicolor video today. I hope you boys enjoy. See you guys shortly. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that subscription. Thank you. To everyone who is used to these streams as a regular here, definitely do grab that coffee. It's going to be a good one, boys. Kyle, I am all over that question, and I am coming back to it once we start up. Windy33A, celebrity in the chat, longtime OG listener, and my personal friend in airguns. Welcome to the conundrum. See you shortly. That's boosting the house. Hit print. One more quick sound check item. I would like to know whether or not my soundboard sound effects are working and if we have what we need here. Here we go. If you guys heard any of that, please do throw it down. Your feedback greatly improves this show. Much appreciated, gentlemen. With 53 seconds left, all I can do at this point is go ahead and give you the best I got. I don't really have any background music to go ahead and lay on you boys to give at this point. I'm not going to go ahead and flaw my stream's audio as I have in the past 2 weeks, trying to get back to that juicy stream we previously had last year, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you a cappella today. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome once again to that afternoon live stream where you'll pay for the entirety of the seat, but you'll only need the very ragged edge. That's right, gentlemen, you're tuned in direct and live, 5x5, in that Technicolor video and stereophonic sound brought to you by viewers like you. Making his way to the stream today, weighing 161 pounds, the Titanic of pneumatic, the Airgun underground representative for the YouTube, Macabespeed. Yo, holy shit, dude, I ripped it. I feel like I fucking ripped it just now. And you know what? If you feel the same, do throw down a like. If you think that that was old school and you do like it, definitely 100% leave a like for me so I know I'm in the right direction. Let's see who is in the chat and whether or not you guys have any audio. Do we have audio at this point? Oh, hell yeah, we got audio. So I did rip it. I just got everybody stuck. They're like, holy shit, there's no music. There's no anything. The dude is just with a camera by himself in his room with his green lights, and he is literally ripping it. Cheers to each and every single one of you. Back in the chat. I appreciate that very much. Giovanni, what up, what up, what up? Says, love your show, but to be honest, reviews on the and your honest reviews on the guns. I also love the guns, but it can be frustrating. That's with anything in life, my guy. Cheers. Let's go ahead and kill this little widget that says I'm feeding YouTube too much data. That's what happens when I try and give it all the bit rate, all the bandwidth. Apparently 6,000 is the limit, and I'm trying to feed it almost double that at 10,000. Whatever, right? Let me stream my good bit rate to you guys. Glenn Gillen, love your show and your honest. Oh, I just read that. Very, very cool. That Blitz bottle is awesome. My guy, I am so glad that you are happy with that. That makes me a happy camper. It hasn't been the easiest 2 days. It's been more than a little bit frustrating. And I cannot tell you how happy I am to be back in the electronic pub of the Airgun Underground. That is right, gentlemen. You guys know and love this place as a community environment that is 100% unsponsored and free of the reins of commercial dictatorship. We do not have speaking points that companies or vendors give us, and all of our opinions are our own here. That's the name of the game. I think everyone here. Oh, there we go. Air Guns of Idaho. There's another OG in the chat. What's up? Have you guys seen the Mexican dude shooting 500 yards with the 58 caliber AEA? Please throw down a link. Man, they're going to give me this bit rate is higher than recommended rate. All chat, aren't they? Dang. San Diego Astro Rods, welcome to the strongest air gunning family on YouTube. Great to have you in the chat, Glenn, Jillian. I also have a 50 cal from him and have a jam in that one as well. Still have not sure how to get the jam out. Garrett Gallant posted a great video on Facebook last night if you guys are privy to the AEA groups, and he showed a way to remove the barrel. Best way I've seen yet. Coffee coming. Oh, look at that. The printer stopped going burp, dude. Whenever the printer stops going burp, that's when you got to go grab the part. You guys are in for a hell of a special treat. This is great. We just came to the end of a 26-hour print, and I want to go ahead and pull it off live for you guys. You guys are going to love this. One moment, please. Yes. This is great. This is sick. This is how they come off the presses. And honestly, this piece is really special to me. When you have the time investment necessary to go ahead and produce a 3D printed piece that you hope to be right, and it's like that 24, 25, 54-hour print, whatever the case may be, you really hope you end up with something quality on the big end of it. And you know what? I think in this particular case, I hit this right over the head. I have been working on the Space Force set, the Space Force set for the Challenger Pro, and it is a three-piece, badass Space Force looking setup for the Challenger Pro. It took me like 8 or 9 prototypes, each one having 3 components to it, for a total of 24 to 27 pieces thrown in the garbage can to get to the point where we are at this point. I really, really want to share this with you guys. Let's see who's got me tagged here. San Diego Astro Rod said at Maccabee Speed. Thank you for having me. I have been a subscriber for a long time now. That is great, man. You know, honestly, that's the type of subscriber loyalty that keeps this channel in the growth lane. And I see so many other channels really fizzling out because of. Thank you very much. Let me go ahead and show you guys this. This is how a 3D print is going to go ahead and come off your mat. Anybody can do this. Anybody at home can do this 100%. I am not special and I'm not smart. Definitely don't confuse that fact, right? It's going to have all these built-in supports that it knew how to make as far as the weaver rail to keep things like gravity from affecting your print. This is a bomb-ass print right here to me. To me, this looks pretty fucking sick, dude. I got all my little triangles with supports in them. This is cool. And honestly, this is the most gratifying part, right? This is the most gratifying part. You just punch out your little supports, beep, 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 and all of a sudden, you have this finished part. And with your settings, if you set your settings correctly, there's no post-part cleanup for the most part. Like in general, there's almost no post-part cleanup. So like, this is cool for me. This is cool. If I can get 10 people to throw down new print in the chat right now, I will go ahead and click off all these plastics real quick and get this set up installed on my Challenger Pro. It's going to take me approximately 5 minutes to do so. So if you want that, make sure you really want 5 minutes to go by on the stream and me do that. But if there's an interest in it, I'll show you guys whatever you want, and I'm happy to share that with you. See what we have going on here. Just a little bit scared since it's still under pressure. I would degas the rifle. Currently, honestly, based on my own experiences and having edited a video where I should have degassed the rifle with my S45, I definitely do recommend highly that anytime you work on it and there's a possibility, any fucking possibility at all of a discharge whatsoever, degas the gun. That's my stance. New print. I got time before work. Oh, cool. There's the first one. There's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and start by giving you guys a quick story as far as what unthinkable thing happened. So, you guys are probably pretty familiar at this point with the fact that, let me get my big frame. Do I have a big frame? You guys are probably pretty familiar at this point with the fact that I have one of the only S45 minis in this country. I just got a Defender 2, and I've got a ton of amazing fiber optic parts that I've been cutting off the presses. If you're a fan of Northern California, and subscribe to Northern California if you live anywhere near here, you know that we've been just getting like El Derecho super style rain, amazing super mega rainstorms for the last, 32 to 48 hours, somewhere in that range, at least last day and a half, 2 days. Yesterday was no different, and I went out to the range. On Friday night, I decided for myself, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, rain or shine. It doesn't matter if the days that I'm off in the week are the days where God decided to go ahead and dump all the water he had in existence on my area where I live in. I'm going to go out, rain or shine, and make these videos for the people. I loaded up all my stuff into a backpack I don't give a shit about so that I could get it muddy. I did everything I needed to. I loaded up all 5 guns I was going to film with. I loaded up every single piece of the puzzle. My alarm went off at 2. I got all my stuff ready. I got everything I needed to, but because it was a bag I didn't give a shit about, my camera bag wasn't clipped to it. Yeah, my camera bag wasn't clipped to it. Let's go ahead and switch back to the chat. There's some interesting stuff going on here. So I get there, and I realize I'm the only person consumer-wise in the country who has the S45 Mini, and I'm supposed to be a YouTuber. And I left my entire camera bag at home. I'm at this point 2.5 hours away from my home, and it's like 6:10 in the morning. There's no going back and coming back. By the time I come back, my day's shot, and all the good light's gone. Plus, it's literally dumping rain, so I'm not going back and forth in the rain again. It's like the day's over if I go home. It's like at work, right? If you end up super drenched and wet from head to toe, your day's over. You go home, your day's over. So that's the position I found myself in, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go through my stuff and see if there's any way I can salvage this. Went through my stuff, found one old beat up 360 GoPro Max camera. And I was like, you know what? A lot of people would quit right here. But I'm going to go ahead and press through and push through and see what I can do old school with just one camera. Even though I know that that's not the style of video that people have been accustomed to. Yesterday, I went out and I filmed some amazing content with only one camera. And it wasn't even a big lensed camera. It was just an old 360 Max GoPro. It's probably 1.5 years, 2 years old at this point. And what's my point here? My point here is, if you want to be a content creator, you got to do the work. It doesn't matter if it's not a perfect day. It doesn't matter if the range isn't perfect. It doesn't matter if you don't want to. If you're you're tired. It's that time of the month. Whatever your fucking excuse is, whatever it happens to be. If you want to be a content creator, you got to put in the work. Secondly, having one camera, not an excuse. Because honestly, I feel like the types of videos that I put out, the old school feel, FPV, speaking behind the camera, having a camera set up, moving a camera, a bunch of different scenes, bunch of different cuts. Dude, I was like, wow, I forgot how effective one person with one GoPro can be as far as data acquisition on a review-based video. And it shocked me. And I was like, you know what? It's good time well spent. Not only, if I had not gone because of the rain in the first place, would I have never known. But when I got there and was shorthanded on tools, if I quit, I would have never been as successful as I will be with the videos that I shot yesterday. I mean, it's not like, Michael Bay, stellar award-winning content, right? But it's like, dude, wow, you did that with one camera? I was impressed. Today's one-handed S45 mini video was one of the videos we shot with that. And I mean, you can tell the lensing is a 360 camera because I'm not that short. Like I thought I was like, fuck, 5'1" in this video? Holy shit, I'm missing some inches in the wrong place here. Good Lord. But I did a lot with that little 360 camera, and I was proud of my results when I was done, and I felt like gratified for having put in that hard effort of work that didn't seem appealing to me in the first place. I thought that, you know what? This was worthwhile. And the message and point that I want to convey to you guys is, if you want to be a content creator, there is work involved. But if you want to be a content creator, one camera's enough. A GoPro will do it. Any day of the week, in any condition, you can get content. There is no reason not to hit record. 100%. All of us can do this. There's nothing special about my channel. Absolutely nothing special. Just hit record. Let's see. Kelly needs that rain. Do you like the S45 Mini more or the standard S45? I like the big S45 so far just because it's got power. Today, when I went over my S45 as far as like the tensions and everything and the tightnesses of the barrel and the clearances, I was like, you know what? I'm really happy with where it is right here, right now. Yesterday, it made good power at the range. Nothing's coming apart. All my mags are back to fitting in the breech. I'm 2 episodes behind on editing right now. You guys have seen the one where I had my failure. I have the video coming out this week of the way I got it back from Bintac LLC after they serviced it. And then yesterday we shot the 3rd follow-up video showing you exactly what we did after we went ahead and fixed the problem with the breach. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this set of videos. Jay Peters, what up? I use OneNote with checklists for taking air guns out, dirt bikes, etc., so I don't forget stuff. I've never heard that expression before. See, I think everything is I think the work is post-recording. The editing stuff is a skill you still have to learn. Totally true. New print. Roger Brads. So far, love your show. Keep it going. What I meant was what I missed. Standard S45. All right. You know what? I really want to go ahead and do this. It's literally calling my name. I think this is going to turn into a spot where NS Boost, feel free to chime in at any point, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the big frame off so that you guys can talk to each other in the chat while I speak with you about the 3D printing. When you look at small cutouts like this on your print after you pull it off the mat, these are just what's called rafts or supports, and they just basically click off. They're very, very finely adhered. There's not much adherence to the base part, and you can just click them off. I really, really, really want to get this installed. That's what this comes down to. This is going to be fire. I have 28 prints to get to this point, like, right, 27 prints to get to this point, and I do want to see what happens. Probably going to miss little supports here and there, but this is all I'm doing. Literally all I'm doing, and then I'll show you the progress that we just made in the space of effectively 15 seconds, and you'll see how gratifying it is on your end. These little plastic pieces are all over my office, by the way. They're literally all over my floor. Okay, I don't want to get too overzealous and break anything, but we're looking tight. All right, that's all it took. Here we go. Super sick. Trust top rail. I'm loving it. Or bottom rail, I should say. Now, the best way that I have found personally to go ahead and remove these small supports that you see on the weaver rail, that's going to be a straight razor. I firmly believe in the effectiveness of this tool. You will get no more effective tool with your 3D prints. It cuts through raft material very cleanly because it's a straight flat razor, and the corner of it just clicks these little things up like no tomorrow. And you just put it underneath and give it a click. Oh, it's so gratifying. It's so gratifying. This is cool right here. This is cool right here. Wow, that's easier to pop out than I would have thought. It's very poorly adhered to the base, but it's adhered enough to where gravity does not have an effect on it. I think that's also part of the reason why I want to go ahead and click these supports out real quick, because I've gotten this shit down to a science as far as how to get them off, and I want to show you how quickly you can do this at home. There is no, I can't say it enough times in this live stream. I'm not special. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not cooler than you. I can't act better than you. You could do everything I can do, up to and including pop a bunch of little rail pieces off and then go whoop. And now we got pick rails, baby. If you can dream it and you can draw it, you can have it for free, effectively, if you buy a 3D printer. For the price of one entry-level PCP, you can buy a printer that this made. I'm telling you, there's no better thing currently for the airgun community than for the airgun community members to learn how to utilize and implement 3D printing in the sport. It will make it a better hobby. It really will. Why? Because you know what? I got a lot of air guns. And if I had to outfit every single air gun with store-bought products, I'd be broke. So the ability to just draw and print things I would like to see on my airgun has changed the game for me. And I would like to see that game change for all of you also, right? Like, I mean, I'm just literally talking to you and doing no effort, sweating, because I'm in a print room under film lights and dual layers here. But you know what? This ain't hard work, guys. Cluckin says, NS Boost, I dislike printing ABS. Having to make sure I have the right bed temp just right to get a non-warp print is a pain. You could not be more right. I tried to do an ABS impeller once, and I failed about 15 prints before I was ready to walk into the ocean with all of my clothes on. And I decided, you know what? I'm just going to print it in PLA, and it's been fine ever since. No ocean walk required. I think my heater is running also. Must be, because I haven't had that much coffee, right? I haven't had that much coffee. And I'm sitting here starting to sweat it out. We do at this point, though, in a very short period of time. Booyah. Pick rail number 1 Pick rail number 2. We're going to go ahead and click off that third and final rail on top and see exactly what happens. Mike's backyard, what up, what up, what up? Timmy, what up, what up? Enclosure. Yeah, no, I agree the enclosure helps, but it's not foolproof. Oh, dang. Super gratifying, too. Like, just to be able to click those off and then have the part and be done. Oh, love it. I love it. I love it. Plus, I do want to show you guys this. The top part is finished. Let me go ahead and take a quick break from this, keep you boys engaged, and show you exactly why I'm excited. It's because this is the final piece to it. And no, it's not a moderator. And any alphabet boys who monitor my shit, it's not a moderator. It's literally just a faux cover, but it's bomb. And I do want to see it on an air rifle. I do want to see it on an air rifle. You will never see me print a moderator. Let's talk about that while I'm here. The ATF boys, those alphabet boys, they're fucking looking, man. They're looking. All you guys who are talking about STLs, about moderators, and you feel all cool because you're printing your fucking mods, stupid. Number one way right now in my mind to get your dog John Wicked. Talk about some 3D printed moderators. I do think they're gonna come talk to people. I don't think it's gonna be today. I don't think it's gonna be tomorrow. But I think the people who are publicly talking about that are gonna end up getting to talk. And I don't think it's gonna be a pleasant talk. I would never want to be in that position, so you'll never see me talk about that. I really believe that too, guys. So if you are printing parts, just because you can print stuff doesn't mean you shouldn't have some discretion. Like you shouldn't do stuff just because you have the ability sometimes. No more soapboxing, no more soapboxing. But you know what? Hey, take it to heart. We are so close, dude. I'm so close. 3 more. 2, 1. That's it. Sick. Sick. Super sick. Oh, missed one little hole for this little lip. Now, let's go ahead and take a moment and wipe my face because I'm dripping in sweat here. Good Lord, I wonder my wife's got the heater set at. Must be on the expensive setting in the dial. I need to see this on this Challenger. We want the big frame for this because this is going to be so fire. There's never been something like this for the Challenger Pro ever. And if there has, link me because I'm straight throwing down the gauntlet. Nobody's ever made anything like this for the Challenger Pro ever. Oh yeah. This is the back piece. It's got your fiber optic sights built in. Fiber optic sights sit slightly taller than the rail, so you are able to go ahead and see them. This guy. Oh, this guy actually needs a fiber optic sight. Dang. We get to do that live too, don't we? We get to grab the big orange one because I like orange because I'm a contractor. And we get to just like thread this dude in here without hopefully breaking it. You know, these fiber optic rods, I will say one thing. TrueGlow makes exceptionally good optics, but TrueGlow is also exceptionally brittle stuff when it comes to trying to like thread a 2 millimeter fiber optic into a 2.5 millimeter hole. I should have gone larger on this, but you can kind of see where we're going with this. It's going to be fire if I can get this done. Hopefully you boys are enjoying what you're seeing, and we're going to get an incredibly cool Challenger Pro out of this whole deal. I think we're going to end up successful, guys. I feel like it's going to be a successful day. Just got to push through it. Dude, we're almost there. Where's my dad? My dad. Seems fine. I don't know what my dog sees, but I can tell you right now, this ain't the house. All right, sick. We made it all the way through. We do have our piece set up here. We are going to go ahead and give it the quick clip, clip. Sick. Okay, dude, this is going good. I haven't broken anything. Typically, I break shit on my channel. This is going good. Yo, hey, this is like a final fit up with no edits. So it has to work on film, right? Here we go. Okay, okay. Okay, no resistance yet. Okay, come on. Do we fit? Oh, ow! Fuck! Dude, instant blood blister. Oh my god, that fits so good. I have an instant blood blister across my palm. Oh my god. Wow, you guys got to see this. That's good fitment though. Here we go. Here we go. Good fitment. Dang. Monitor that through the course of the show and see exactly how dark and tall it becomes over the duration here. That was quite the pinch. God, those are two flush surfaces, bud. When you start cooking parts on glass sheets, the bottom of those parts, which is those two mating surfaces purposely, come together very flush. So dang, I forgot about it already. That's quite the painful pinch. Let's get the front part of this 100% installed and then see where we're at because nobody in the whole world currently. Oh, it's gonna work, huh? Yeah. You know what's funny is totally truth be told. I've been getting posts removed from Facebook because they're saying that stuff that looks like this is offensive content. I know that it's kind of got the old Call of Duty Black Ops AR type look to it, but it's still an air rifle. And these parts are cool enough to where they're getting kicked off Facebook. I could not be more pleased, dude. I do like this. Check it out. Dudes. I could not have asked for better fitment. Right now, we have no fasteners holding this whatsoever. It's just kind of like a friction fit, which is not how it would be in the field. Each one of these holes up here, I would probably go ahead and thread and then put nylon grub screws, put, 8, 10, 12, whatever grub screws in there. Whatever made me feel cool, whatever made me feel stancy, I definitely would go ahead and do the old grub screw move. But God, I cannot be more pleased with this. You guys just don't know, like, how many iterations of this thing I had to get to before we finally got to what you see in front of you currently. I'm happy. I will say this though, because of the complications of the past 2 days with the rain at the range, the different things that I've dealt with. I almost fell over on me, huh? The different things that I've dealt with print wise, all of the different things that make the holiday season what it is. I don't have your giveaway drawing ready. I'm really phobic about that falling over. I just made it. I just made it. There's like It's like 65 hours to print all that stuff. But I do love it, and I am very protective of it at this moment. This was supposed to be our giveaway. We have a Hats on Blitz fiber optic sight bottle ring and a Mr. Hollow Point sticker that costs $154. No, it doesn't, but he's got great stuff, right? I don't have the drawing together for this. So if you guys throw down Blitz in this video as well, the two videos, last live stream and this live stream, will be combined for a special Monday afternoon drawing. That's tomorrow in about 24 hours. Tomorrow, 4 p.m., we'll have a special, real quick live stream just to draw the winner. And then we'll get back on the daily grind, trying to do as many vlogmas, right? Was that daily uploads as we can this month with the content that we got stacked for you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. If you can't tell, I'm excited. Cheers. Let's talk Defender. The Defender goes bang most of the time for me. I got like 85% success rate of pulling the trigger versus going bang. And that was in a monsoon where I kind of had mud and grit all over every. You guys will see that video this week. But the Defender, I don't know. I wanted to hate it. I really wanted to hate the Defender too. And the more I see it, the more I see it as a technology with merit. I would say that it may be one of those things where AEA has quality control issues that are huge on that. You might have to return until you get a tested good one. But I think that it's worth doing so because the good one that I randomly got is pretty fire. Honestly, pretty fire. I found out through my testing that I'm not accurate with a pistol platform like that, but I definitely found out through my testing that it brings significant power to the table. It will rock big, heavy gongs. It will dig deep in ballistic gel. And honestly, like I said, it's going to do so in crazy conditions like a muddy monsoon. So, what am I really telling you? I'm telling you that this is the tip of the iceberg as far as cartridge based air guns are concerned. I really, really like where the design avenue is going as far as the Defender 2's 5,000 psi cartridges. If you could get that mag fed and lose the barrels up front and just have a projectile with a cartridge and then have it be mag fed to dip, to dip, to dip, to dip, and put this type of technology on like a carbine, that's fire. Like I can't think of anything better. At that point, you don't need the the PCP to produce the blowback at that point, right? All it has to be is basically like a Crossman 357 double action revolver type action to hit that burst disc. That's all you got to do because everything required to make it go bang and shoot the lead forward is encapsulated in that cartridge. So the whole machine around it inherently will get less complex because of the complexity of the pressurized cartridge idea. It sounds counterintuitive, but there's a lot of fucking merit here. This is man, do I say this? People are so worried about my channel causing regulation, but I think that the fact of the matter is the Defender 2 and stuff like the Defender 2 are much more likely to bring regulation than I am. When you go up the list as far as like 22 short, 3-inch barrel, 22 short, 4-inch barrel, and you start to realize like what the Defender 2 outclasses, you're like, they got that shit really right. It's not Mac that's a threat. It's the never-ending race for power and caliber. Hey, there you go. There you go. I said it. Let's see what the chat thinks. Am I immediately most hated? Let's see what happens. That looks sick, Mac. Conrad Furnace fire. San Diego Astro Rods fire. Hell yeah. Thank you. ALS, great work for what you're creating. Hell yeah. Thank you. What's funny today is I realized I had more confidence in my pellet against lethality than my firearms. Hey, you know what? The way my S45 rocks gongs, it's a vulgar display of power when I shoot my S45, and I love it because of that fact. Hey, Mac, greetings from the North Pole. Alaska Blitz versus Sidewinder soon. You know what? It could happen. It could happen. Whatever holiday you subscribe to, ask that person's hierarchical figure for that for Christmas, and you, or whatever holiday is you're up to, and there we go. There we go. I would say North Pole. You're probably Santa subscriber. I'm a Santa subscriber. If it matters, I don't know. You don't get you offend people easy, right? I always try and like tread really lightly, because not because I feel a need to pussify everything, but just because I respect the people in my chat, and I know that every single person who is physically able to put a chat in this bar is a subscriber, and I respect them for that reason. Even if they have ideas that don't match my own, I respect people for being here and spending their entertainment hours with me. And like I said, because of that fact, hell yeah, whatever you believe in, whatever you subscribe to, I'm cool with that. As in getting your home and regular day job and as in getting home from your regular day job and a 3D journey with 2 hours to spare a day. It's not. It's not. You know what? It looks on the outside like you could just print parts and quit your job, but it's just not like that. It's just not like that. The number is 5. The number is 5 printers that you can pretty much run on your house without like unless you have a crazy electrical panel. I'm right now at 5 printers and maxed out as far as what I can pull out of my panels without popping a breaker on the circuit that I'm in. I'm not going to put multiple print rooms everywhere across my whole house, right? It's just not happening. I have a child. So, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? What the amount of printers that a normal person will have in a normal residential home is going to be is going to be 5 printers max, which is what we're at. And additionally, it's I heard something. I heard something. We got a super chat. We got a super chat. That's cool. That's cool. You know what? The OBS does drop a small chime that allows me to know that great fans like AKJ Rockhound are in that ovation of donation mood. Thank you very much. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. Every single donation, even the donation of your time, means the world to me. Thank you guys. Cheers. Drink your coffee bitter, boys. Made it. The wife decided we had to go to Walmart. Walmart, you know what? I'm morally against Walmart, but I understand. Like sometimes there's nothing else in the area. People wonder why that is. It's not like because like there's any weird reason or anything like that. It's just my union tells me that they're the biggest union busters in the world. My union kept me from being an amputee when they saved my arm after I had a nasty accident. So I kind of defer to what they tell me. And if they tell me that Walmart's the devil, well, Mama said Walmart's the devil. We break for squirrel. Hey Timmy, what up? What up? What up? We break for squirrel in the house. Did you see the Challenger Pro print and do you love it or hate it? Space Force. Chonky is in, dude. I'm telling you, as far as print works for 2023, I'm going to make it a thing. Bringing Chonky back. I'm bringing Chonky back. Everything is going to be thick. Everything is going to be scary looking. Everything is going to have nasty, gnarly rails on it. And I'm fiber opticing everything to death. So this is the year of shit looking terrifying in the airgun world, thanks to 3D printers. Hell yeah. If you like that, definitely 100% drop a like. It's warm in this little print room. I will give it that. Right? Like in the 90s, if you had a warm spot on your roof, it's because you grew reefer. If you had a warm spot on your roof in 2000s, it's because you were a Bitcoin miner. Now in 2022, you got a warm spot on your roof. You a 3D printer. Hell yeah. But it's so advantageous. How long have we asked for a bottle stock for the 500cc rear stock for the S45? It took me like 4 hours to draw it up and get it all right and get it all figured out, and it just works. I'm pretty happy with this type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that you guys can do at the house. I'm not like a 3D printing expert. I've been doing it like 6 weeks. Done CAD like 20 years, but ultimately the 3D printing, I'm real new at this and I'm getting good results. You can too. Tom Meganhoffen, what is up? Great to see you in the chat, my guy. Welcome to the conundrum. Welcome to the conundrum. I'm happy you paving a way. You know what? That's very cool. That's very cool. I have 3 at home myself. P.S. I'm joining from the Netherlands. For lack of a proper grammar, my side. You know what? It doesn't matter where you are on the planet. 3D printing will help you live a better life. The majority of the 3D printers on the planet are made in China, and that means absolutely nothing but the quality of the machine. Every single printer that's currently running on that shelf right there is a Chinese printer, and they do phenomenally good work. Not only on the hardware aspect, but also on the software aspect. The slicer that gets that G code generated for the printer, good. The STL files, easy to generate in free online programs. We will do a CAD drawing stream online live so that you guys can see how easy it is to create these base barrel bands and then expand them however you want, customize them however you want. And, hopefully 2023, this channel can show a whole lot of people that there's no black magic involved in printing. It's just a few simple steps. And once you dial those steps in, you can expand on those steps and live a better life. It's the only tool I've ever seen. I keep going back to this. It could eliminate poverty. If everybody had one of these, you could eliminate poverty just with a 3D printer. I mean, think about this. I've been printing less than 6 weeks. Blitz barrel bands, S45 rear tanks, Zeus saddles with shotgun shells on them. My friend in Alaska, his print for the S45 in all of its lengthy glory. Dude, it looks like this is like a lifetime achievement award. This is the coolest thing, right? And anybody can do this, my guys. Anybody can do this. And if you email me, I will walk you through. I straight up will take time out of my day to tell you how to do this. It's really not that hard. I get fired up about it. This is good to me. I didn't know how serious you were. I would have told you to get a laser engraver too. Dude, I'm already looking at it. Bro. I got a Pro, so I'm good to get the laser module and just put it on 100%. You know what I'm waiting on is I have no carbon scrubber of any type at this point. I don't want to do anything that like generates carbon-based smoke like a laser engraver until I have a fume hood. Sounds like I'm a factory, and it sounds like the shit's on a big level, but you know what? When you start to see that visual particulate and then you breathe it in, I have a baby in the house. It's just not good. So until I really get my exhaust collection like dialed in, I'm not going to do the laser engraver. But it's on my radar. Thank you for all your videos on the Hats on Blitz. It really helped me make my decision to purchase one. That's another thing that we did do the filming with yesterday at the range. It performed great in the rain. You guys will see that short first thing tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We are going to drop that, and I'm pretty impressed. For the very first test with fiber optic iron sights on a Blitz on YouTube in fully automatic. I cannot wait to share that with you guys. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Do not forget to get yourself in the drawing for this fiber optic carbon fiber barrel band for a Hats on Blitz of any caliber. No money required. Just subscribe. Like this video, and when the comment section opens up after the live stream is over, throw Blitz in the comments. I'm here to make winners, not excuses, as I always say. So I will go through the chat, and if I see people throwing down Blitz because they have the confusion of throwing it in the chat versus the comments, I'll enter you too. But the number one way to enter and get that in for sure, in the comment section after this is over. Yo, that's cool. I have an Amazon package. It's filament. It's 3D printer filament for all my fucking robots here. But it is 10 stops away. Thank you very much. The Jeff Bezos update there. Did a tent and event for one machine. Working on it. Baby steps. I still have no money. Dying out of this financial hole. I'm absolutely digging out of it, but it's coming around. And you know what? Here, hang on. I feel it right now. Even though I'm sweating, even though I'm dying in this print room, oh my God, I'm sweating so much. Between the coffee and the print room, absolutely dying. But I have a message I'm going to deliver to you guys in big frame. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if nobody else sees your dream. They don't have to. All you have to know is that the math makes sense on your side. And if you see your dream and that math makes sense to you, they don't have to see it for you to be successful. It is not mutually exclusive for them to accept your success. You don't to be successful. I only recently came onto this, and I feel like by sharing this with you guys, somebody out there might benefit from it. But you're the only person who has to see your dream and make it valid. That's the only thing it takes. I saw these 3D printers. I put all the money I had up to it, like literally $2 and change from checking account into these printers. And I have slowly worked up to it. And every time I would get an order, I would buy filament and put money away for a printer. Filament, put money away for a printer. Give some to my wife so that PG&E is not sending us weird envelopes with weird borders on the sides of. Oh shit, that's the one that's certified. Dang. I'm trying to really get through it, but I see the dream. And it's going to come around. And if you see the dream for yourself, it can come around for you too. And I encourage you to go for that. No matter how outlandish it seems to anybody else, if it makes sense to you, you go for it. That's the Mac Minute right there. That's all I got for you on soapboxing, but that's number one. One thing I did want to get across to you. Nobody else has to see your dream. See what the chat thinks. If they think I'm like too far out there here. How about buying a Bill's actuator kind of thought about buying a Blitz, but the actuator rod is kind of irritating. Wish I could get one made from titanium. You can get one made from stainless steel. I am dying. I'm literally dying at this point in this room with this sweating it out syndrome. I think we're gonna go ahead and talk about a few more things. Watch me suffer just a little bit longer. I will roll my sleeves up, stick it out for the duration as I have been doing for so long. Zach, what happened? With nothing. It's just like 1,000 degrees here in my print room. Nothing actually happened. I just delivered you guys like a pastor on Sunday message, and everybody kind of bailed. But it's all good. It's all good. S45 Mini, 100% performed great at the range. As you guys saw in the short today, we were able to shoot this with a pistol format with one hand behind my back. I did like the way that it performed in that format, and I do like the potential for this thing being very, very, very stubby as it is. I think that going forward, the best way to utilize this, though, at least for my own needs and desires, is gonna be with a rear tank. I'm gonna want to go ahead and invest in a short, squatty, stumpy rear tank, and then the valve adapter necessary to go ahead and probably double my CCs from the 350 or 360 that I have here to maybe 700. It's gonna make it that much more viable. I think that we're still kind of suffering with some of the things that we saw in the first gen, like this pin wanting to wiggle out, needing to be pressed over a little bit, but nothing major. There were no major failures, no major breaks whatsoever, and this performed amicably, despite being in a monsoon once again. What we talked about today. We have talked about perseverance when we go to the range despite settings. We've discussed that you can 100% be a content creator even if you only have one camera. We've discussed the fact that you will live a better life if you 3D print. We have discussed the fact that we now have our Space Force Challenger set up. Let's see, what else do we have? Defender 2 full range unboxing as well as range test that is going to be dropping this Friday. Between now and this Friday, we've got a whole lot of videos dropping. Old stuff, new stuff. You'll be able to notate what is old by my luscious locks, my long hair that you will see in the video, and the newer stuff is connotated by my clean-shaven, girlish good looks at this point. So definitely do give a like, give a subscribe, stay current on all of those notifications necessary to see those videos. As much as I'd love to stay and hang out with you for the standard 90-minute stream, boys, I think we're only going to make it about an hour today because I am literally cooking away in this super hot studio. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notification button so that you can stay current on the channel as well as when these videos come out. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so that somebody else can see it. And I'll catch you boys in the next one. Thank you to every single one of you for being here and sticking it out with me as I pretty much sweat it out in front of you. Cheers.